Guys, welcome back to another episode of Daily Star Wars Collecting. This is JB330 back here with another response. Now this week we have to come up with an idea for a Star Wars TV show. Now this wasn't like the last 2 weeks where I could just immediately think of something and then post first. This actually took me a while to think about. So I had 3 ideas. 2 of them were taken. My first idea was Shadows of the Empire, which was basically taken by a little bit life size. And a lot of people had that idea too. And then the next one, which was uploaded today, it was from VaderFan777. He had the idea to do a series about Darth Vader, and yeah, it was I had the exact same idea, and I was gonna post last night, but yeah, the upload failed, But yeah, and then it took me like an hour to think of something else, and I finally thought of it. It's going to take place throughout the original trilogy and a little bit from the prequels, just like a couple flashbacks and things. And it is going to be about everyone's favorite bounty hunter, Boba Fett, baby. And so yeah, as I said, it's going to take place during the original trilogy. Like with the Empire Strikes Back mostly, and Return of the Jedi, between Return of the Jedi and Empire Strikes Back. So it's basically like Shadows of the Empire, and like it's also going to take place after Return of the Jedi. And so the main character, of course, is going to be Boba Fett, and so, yeah, it's going to be about Boba Fett, and it is just going to be the most feared bounty hunter in the galaxy. It's like at lots of points he does like the bad things. He's like, you know, this bad guy who just like is very feared. But sometimes he has to do the right thing. Like sometimes he has to do something good, and yeah. So. And then I also wanted to have Darth Vader, who, he's basically like a big part of Boba Fett's life. He gets like the bounty. He wins the bounty from Darth Vader to capture Han Solo. So he's a pretty big part. And it's also gonna have Han Solo, Chewbacca, and like the rest of the main characters of the original trilogy. And it's also going to have Bosk. I really wanted to have Bosk in there because, you know, like, Boba Fett and Bosk were pretty much, you know, like Micah C6V8 said in his review of Bosk, that, like, what Chewbacca is to Han Solo, Bosk is to Boba Fett. So, yeah, I want it to be like that, only Bosk can speak English. And I also want the series to have Dengar. Yeah, so, Boba Fett, Bosk, and Dengar are pretty much partners. You know, we have Bosk and Boba Fett in there, so I can't leave my other favorite bounty hunter out of there, which is Dengar. So, yeah, I would have Bosk and Dengar put right here, right next to Boba Fett, but, yeah, unfortunately I don't, but, so, yeah, and it's also going to have Jabba the Hutt. I really want to use Jabba the Hutt in there for, like, when he's like delivering Han Solo to him. And so like the first episode is going to be about, well, we'll get onto the voice acting first. Like Boba Fett will be voiced by D. Bradley Baker, and D. Bradley Baker will do other various voices, because D. Bradley Baker, he voices the clones, and, you know, Boba Fett basically is a clone, so he will be voiced by him. And then, I don't really know the rest of the characters, what like, their voice acting is gonna be, because, like, with animated TV shows, like Star Wars TV shows, you don't really, get, like, the main characters in the, like the original movies or the prequel movies, because like the only one who I think would do that is Anthony Daniels, who plays C-3PO in the movies and the Clone Wars. So yeah, I think we in the Clone Wars we would all want Samuel L. Jackson to play Mace Windu and Hayden Christensen to play Anakin, but they don't. But that's perfectly fine. I completely understand the other actors are just busy with other movies and stuff. So the first episode is going to be about, well, like the first 5 minutes of it is just going to be like a flashback basically of Boba Fett's life, like in Attack of the Clones when he's just a boy and his father dies and he goes through all that stuff, and then it's going to be to like say like 10 or like 20 years later, and it's going to have Boba Fett, and then like the first episode is where he is like hired by Darth Vader to track down the Millennium Falcon, and yeah, he just goes into the bounty hunter meeting and he just walks in, meets all those bounty hunters, and some of them he already knows, like most of them he doesn't know. He meets Dengar, and he reunites with Bosk and IG-88. He meets IG-88, and then yeah, so and then he's going to be on his search for Han Solo, and flying, trying to capture him when he lands on Cloud City, and him like making the deal, like standing next to Vader when he makes the deal with Lando, and it's just going to be like so yeah, and then the rest of the series, I want there to be like a story arc revolving around Shadows of the Empire, and then I want there to be like a ton of episodes revolving around Return of the Jedi, but yeah, like Empire Strikes Back will have a few episodes too, but yeah, and then there's gonna be a ton of episodes on like after Return of the Jedi. Sorry. So yeah, I believe that's pretty much it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. Really, this is the last week of the contest, and I'm just really wanting to win, and I really want to win that prize because it's just so awesome. So yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. Follow JB330 on Facebook and subscribe to his YouTube page. And so yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and may the Force be